What's up, guys? Surprise, this is my face. If you've kind of lived under a rock or something, you may have not seen it, but no more helmet. Finally got rid of that. We're doing full face now, and it's just it's so weird. It's like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders, not having to like find out how I'm gonna hide my face making certain videos, or have to wear a helmet and get all foggy, and it's just so much better. Now, I look like crap because I'm currently in recovery, as you guys can see. But yeah, I was just really tired, especially with this recovery. I can't even put on a helmet on my own, so it was just really going to hinder me making content and stuff. So there's my face. Wow, it's crazy. I have a face. But that's obviously not the big topic I wanted to talk about. Obviously, I went down, and I went down hard, and I felt like I owed it to you all to kind of give you guys like an explanation of what happened and everything that's going on. So on September 23rd, I hopped on the R7 and I was heading to I was going to meet my mother and my girlfriend. They were both working together, and I was going to meet them just to hang out, talk to them and whatnot, and then I was going to record a video too. So I get on the bike, everything's normal, everything's great. And I ride, I get on my way there. On the way there, I'm doing my own thing. I'm doing what I do. And there's a road. If you're local here, it's Route 25. It's in Nitro. If not, you don't really care about that. But anyways, I was on that road, and I popped it up, and I came back down, and I guess I lost control somehow. So basically, I got the death wobbles. It took me into the ditch. And you know how, like, if you see a ditch on the side of the road and there's a driveway that's coming out to that road, the ditch will kind of end and it'll ramp up. Well, that's where I hit, and I kind of ramped it. And for me, it felt like I went like 15 or 20 feet in the air. I probably didn't go that high, but for me, that's what it felt like. But anyways, I hit that jump, not on purpose, obviously. And I went flying, and all I can remember is just my hands kind of in front of me, just flailing. And I'm kind of thinking like Ricky Bobby. I'm like, well, I'm flying through the air right now. And then it's just black from there. So all that I can actually remember is the bike losing control. I can see the ditch. I go to the ditch and I ramp it. And I remember seeing my hands flailing, but that's all I remember until I remember, quote unquote, waking up in the ambulance. So what happened was I hit that ramp and, destroyed the bike, messed myself way up. And I guess after the crash, like, I was awake and I was conscious and I was talking to people, answering questions. There was a bystander there. I gave her my phone. I was like, hey, call my mom, call my girlfriend, let them know what's going on. And then from there, I went into the ambulance, and that's where I actually remember. That's the point that I start remembering things. But as far as the crash goes, don't really remember a lot of it. Now, the aftermath of the crash, I broke both bones in this arm, and on my wrist, I just fractured the crap out of it. Like, there was a bunch of just like bones that were just broke and just misplaced that they had to go in and fix. This was actually a compound fracture too in my arm. I don't know if it was like my wrist. I guess it would be my arm bone, but my arm bone was sticking out of the skin. Thank God I didn't see that. I don't remember that, because that would just ruin me seeing that, because it's like the most disgusting thing ever. I don't like bones. I hate when people pop their bones around me, like crack their fingers and stuff. I just hate bones. So if I would have seen that, like, it'd be pretty hard to live with, to be honest. But yeah, I had a compound fracture. I broke both bones in this arm, messed up the wrist really bad. And when that compound fracture actually happened, it tore all the tendons and ligaments to my fingers. So I tore all those. They had to go in and fix all that and do all their surgery stuff to get me back up. So currently in this arm, I have 2 plates and 18 screws. That's what it took to put this arm back together. Honestly, realistically, I'm lucky that I still have this arm. I definitely could have lost it, but fortunately they were able to, go in and fix it. Not only do I have that, obviously you can see this cast. I broke this wrist now, or fractured it, and it's more of like a clean fracture. This will actually be the first thing that heals up. They instantly put this in a cast, like the next day or day after they put this into a cast. So this will be the fastest thing to heal up. I can still use all my fingers and everything. I think I fractured something on my thumb though. My thumb's not feeling the greatest, but is what it is. Clearly you can see the back brace. I fractured my T6 and my thoracical spine. I don't know what the word is, but I fractured the T6 vertebrae, I guess you would call it. And fortunately, again, for me, it was just like a hairline fracture. So nothing too crazy. I've just got to wear this brace for 2 months. And if everything goes good, I'll be out of the brace and back should be okay. Now, I don't know if you guys seen whenever I came in, I'm going to try to lift this up as unawkwardly as I can. But I messed up my left foot too. Basically, my left fibula down by the ankle, like really close to the ankle, I fractured that. I messed up my left ankle, broke it into a bunch of pieces. I broke the left foot into a bunch of pieces. I think I fractured every single toe on that foot. But the bigger one being actually the big toe, I fractured that and just destroyed the joint. It actually got bent so far back. So like, picture this is my toe. It got bent so far back that it actually ripped the skin under the toe. And they had to go in and stitch that up. They actually amputated like a small portion of the tip of my big toe, just so they could get like a clean spot, like a nice place to sew me back up. So that's what's going on with the left foot. The right foot is in a boot right now, or like a little shoe, but nothing crazy there. It's just the 3 small toes got pretty banged up, fractured up, and broken in multiple places. So yeah, I'm pretty broken right now. I'm pretty messed up, and it just really sucks that you don't really see this side of things a lot in like the motovlog community, unless if you watch Max Wrist. He wrecks quite a bit, but I think this is like an important part for you guys to see, is like, you know, the behind the scenes of, you know, when something doesn't go right, you know, what you have to go through and everything. And honestly, you know, it is pretty physically demanding. I can only put weight on one leg. So that sucks, but it's also very mentally demanding. There's been so many there's so many times that I just sit there and I'm like, man, like, why? Like, it wasn't worth it at all. Like, why was I doing stupid stuff? You know what I mean? And not being properly skilled to do that stupid stuff, I guess you could say. And not only that, you know, there's a lot more to the mental battle. You know, I'm now a nuisance to my family and friends. Like, they have to take care of me. I'm staying with my girlfriend right now, and she literally has to do everything for me. And for me, like, I don't like people doing stuff for me. I like to be independent. So like, me mentally, like, that just really sucks. Like, to just basically be useless is how I see it. Is I'm basically useless right now. I can get in my wheelchair and slide around, but I really can't do much. I can't lift with any of these arms or hands. There's not a whole lot I can do. So the mental battle, I think, is something that not a lot of people talk about, but it's such an important thing that, you know, we go through is that mental battle of just everything, just thinking, why did I do that? Like, that was so stupid. You know, maybe I could have done this and it would have been different. Maybe if I've even thought, like, maybe if I wouldn't have left the house at the time that I left the house, maybe this wouldn't have happened. The R7 is completely totaled. Contacted the insurance company. They've totaled it out. Everything's done for. So yeah, a lot of people have asked me, what am I going to ride now? I think you guys have forgotten, I do have another R7. So that other R7, once I'm healed up, whenever, who knows when that'll be. I still have that other R7 to fall back on, but old Betsy is what I called her. She's totaled, she's gone. And yeah, I'll pop up some pictures, of course, and whatnot. But yeah, I just wanted to hop on here and, you know, kind of give you guys an explanation of what's going on, what's happened, how the crash happened. And I also just wanted to tell you guys to just cool it down, man. Like, some of these things that I've been doing it's just totally not worth it. And I just don't want to see anybody else ever have to go through this or even go through worse. So just ride smart, make good decisions. I mean, still go out there and have fun. You know, that's the whole point of the bike, is to have fun, but just make smart decisions. Don't do dumb stuff, and I don't know, just try to make it home to your family every night. But yeah, guys, appreciate y'all watching this. It's not a bright and happy and fun video like I wish it could be, but these things happen, and we'll just push through it and work through it. Peace. I'm throwing up the peace with this hand too. Yeah.